What is Claude Code? It's not a cursor. It's not like ChatGPT. It is a terminal native AI development partner. And that's a very loose definition of what it is. It is arguably the most powerful autonomous AI agent that's available to the public, at least at the time of recording this. 4% right now of all code on GitHub is written by this tool. 4% of all code on GitHub has been created by Claude Code in the year that it's been out. Just think about that. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to install it in less than 5 minutes. So one thing that makes Claude Code so powerful is because of a file known as Claude.md. This is the file that makes Claude Code actually useful, because the agent, every time you fire up Claude, it's going to read this file. And so if you think about that, if every time it fires up, it reads this file, you can give it SOPs, you can give it whatever data you want so that it knows exactly what it needs to every time you use it. And it gets even better because Claude Code can build and update this Claude file on its own. And I've seen quite a few people make some pretty common, easy mistakes that I'm going to show you how to prevent. So the first, no, they don't have a Claude.md file for some reason or somehow. They just don't ever create one. Claude should create one by default. So if you see it, don't delete it. And then when interacting with Claude, like any powerful AI, LLM or agent, you don't want to keep the prompts very vague. You want to be very specific. You want to give as much context as possible without creating any context bloat. Give it as much context as it needs. Another thing, if you are new to the coding world and never shipped anything to GitHub or branched anything or forked any code, it can be scary to play with these features, to create feature branches. It's important and very common practice for a reason to always branch before you ship to main. This is a habit that I have had to break, and it makes sense once you start utilizing. Another thing, and I probably am the worst with this, it's micromanaging steps. So always giving it too much direction and not letting it actually think. And I'll show you what I mean once we start diving in. So by the end of this video, you're going to have everything you need set up and ready to build whatever it is that you want. It could be a landing page. It could be an API endpoint. It could be a command line interface tool. And we are going to get you positioned, like I said, to be able to ship these in minutes. Because I have spent thousands of hours using Claude Code. And so 10 quick tips that I'm going to give you is context first. Give it data. That's why I'm developing the CentralMind system, which is my methodology of creating data networks and dynamic data. Your agent is only going to be as good as the data that it has. That's why context in the Claude.md file is important. And then want to utilize plan mode. Anything that's very vast and will contain a lot of different, subtasks. It's important to use what's called plan mode, which I'll show you how to utilize. But as of late, Claude has been really good at recognizing when this is needed. This other one is read before write. Always give read permissions before you give it write permissions. Meaning, if you are connecting this to something like Stripe, you want to, in most cases, just give it access to read permissions instead of write permissions. If the difference is read, self-explanatory. It can only read commands. It can't execute commands. It can't write commands. So always, if you're unsure, just give read permissions before you give write permissions. And number 4 is branch. Always branch. If you break something, you can always revert. Number 5, use subagents, which I won't cover in this video because we don't really need to. We'll cover this in a later video, so make sure you stick around. Number 6 is test as you build. Build a new feature on a branch, test it out, and try to hammer out as many things as you can so that it works as you go. To what's really worked for me. Number 7 is use the right model for the right task. If you're building really complex things, you're probably going to want to use the Opus model as opposed to the Sonnet model, which we'll cover down the road as well. And then number 8, always update your Claude.md file. This is the soul of your agent. You don't want it to be static. You want the data to be dynamic. You want it to be ever changing and ever evolving. Number 9 is chain tasks. We'll cover this. That's pretty self-explanatory, but stay tuned. And number 10 is review everything. I know it can be extremely daunting to have to do stuff with how much AI can automate, but AI is not perfect. And especially we as humans are not perfect. So we may build stuff with AI that may not
line up. So just make sure you review everything, test everything, branch before you ship. And yeah, I don't want to scare you. It's really not that hard. But just know that Claude has a ton of powerful features. So you want to make sure that you're utilizing them to the utmost capabilities, like sub agents, like I mentioned, plan mode. I've already mentioned something called skills, which we haven't talked about yet, and work trees. So alphabet soup. I know, my goodness, Tyrin, I'm sorry. Down in the description, you will get a free 25-page PDF that goes step by step what we're going to follow to get you set up. But this is the age of AI agents. So you can download this PDF, give it to Claude, and it will do everything that it needs to while guiding you through the process. And this is the easiest way to do a lot of things. All right. It's extremely easy nowadays. So in the community, in the AI Builders Playbook, right here, Claude Code Starter Kit, if you click this, you can download it and you can view it. So you can see very detailed. It's going to show you everything that you need before you get started. And then, yeah, you can just follow along with me because I'm going to walk you through the process. But yeah, very detailed, very powerful, and it's all yours. So make sure you grab that. Community's free, literally nothing out of your pocket. Another link in the description will bring you to here in the Claude documents. And from here, you can just download the Claude desktop app directly to your machine, whether you have Mac or Windows, because as of recently, fairly recently, instead of using the command line interface, Claude Code now has a desktop application with a nice, friendly, recognizable UI, similar to ChatGPT. This is the best way to get started. So make sure you download whatever version you want, or rather whatever version you need, sign in, and then go to the code tab. But first, before you do any of that, you need to make sure that you have Node.js. It's free. It's just a package. And then you also need Git, okay? And then the most important thing you're going to need is a Claude account for obvious reasons. And I would not recommend anything other than the max subscription, especially if you want to use their best model, which is Opus 4.6 at the time of recording this. Because if you have the $20 basic plan and you want to use that, you will be able to use it for like 20 minutes before you run out. If you have Max, which is $100 a month, you can use it all day, baby. I use it all day. And then you can incrementally increase it as well, I think up to $500 a month. But if you're just getting your toes all saucy and wet, if you're just dipping your toe in, I understand. $20, you'll be fine. You can play with it and you'll be all right. But Max is where it's at, I'm telling you. And if you still don't know how to do any of this, real quick, I will show you how to do this. So you just open up your terminal, command prompt, whatever. We'll go here, boom, grab this command. This will see if it's already installed. Paste that command here, boom. And we have version 24.13, which is more than enough because we only need v18. And then also check if you have Git. Cool, just like that. If you already have them, you're good. If you don't, go to these websites and then just run the installer. It's really easy, I promise. All right, so once you have all of that, once Claude Code is installed, you're signed in, you're ready to boogie, okay? Make sure you're on the code tab right here now, my friend. So now we need a folder or a directory. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a new folder called Do Tutorials, just like that, bam. So I'm going to click into here and then we're going to select. So now I am in the folder for tutorials. Fresh instance, no Claude.md file. I am running this simultaneously with you so we can build this together. So now we're just going to drop the Claude Code Starter Kit right here. And then we're just going to say, build it. Oh, not that. Push the button too early. Build it. So now Claude Code is discombobulating our command. It's reading the file, the whole PDF, all 25 pages, analyzing, and it's going to respond. So we just give it a quick moment. All right, so now he read the entire document. And yes, I use pronouns for AI agents. Get over it. Now it's going to build our entire application. And then as it builds it, you'll be able to see over here, it's going to launch the application so we can see as it builds in real time. All right, and it's written all the files, and now it's starting the dev server so that we should be able to see an output here for our application. All right, looks like it was successful, but now it's creating a Git push
So it's actually pushing this code up to GitHub, and now it's going to start the dev server so we can see it live. So it built, tested, deployed, and now we should be able to see it here. I don't know why it didn't open over here, but if we click the localhost, this is just locally on your machine. If you're not familiar with what this is not accessible by the internet. This is locally on your network. So don't worry, just open this and you'll be able to see we now have a website for us, for our personal brand, for our business, for our project, whatever it is, centered around our AI agent. This is in our AI agent's file system. So now anything that we build can be referenced, edited, and optimized by the agent. Okay, this is the tip of the iceberg right here, but you can see it's a complete website. Very basic, but very complete. So from here, this is where you just let your imagination run wild. Okay, so in the next video, we're going to go over a few things regarding my tech stack. One of them is Cloudflare Pages, which you can see Claude is already recommending you do because it's one of the best ways to build enterprise-grade infrastructure without really needing to spend anything, because so far, all you've needed was a Claude Code subscription. So now once we implement stuff like Cloudflare Pages, we can build automatically and ship it to the web using our own domain, our own URL that people can type up, go to your page. And anytime we want to make edits or changes or updates to that website, we just tell our agent what changes we want to make, we build it, and then we just tell them to ship it, and then it goes to the cloud, Cloudflare Pages, pulls it automatically from GitHub, and your website is live. This is just one of the many different systems that I build for myself, community members, clients, and it's now yours. And like I said, tip of the iceberg. We have so much building to cover. I've already built so many systems, and yeah, they're all yours. So now we have our application, right? In the meantime, before we move over to Cloudflare Pages, if you want to just talk to Claude Code and start building your website, start changing your color scheme, start changing the design, start adding images, that kind of stuff. If you already know how to do that kind of stuff, feel free to take some time, play with it, giggity, and start building stuff. Don't hesitate. Go for it. A few things I will tell you though, some hacks real quick before we move on is, first and foremost, there is a mobile app right now for Claude Code from Claude or from Anthropic that you can download and connect to your file system. But the caveat is, this is important. I would only use it for chatting and brainstorming. I wouldn't actually do anything regarding building with the mobile app. The reason being is it doesn't actually have access to your files. It can just read it, but it can't really push to Git. The permissions are a lot more guardrailed. Whereas if you do it on your PC or even the VPS, that's where you can do a lot of building. If you want to learn how to set this up on a VPS server too, we will cover that as well. But this is the very beginner, easy to get started with method, and it's very effective. So don't let that discourage you. But yeah, other than that, have fun. And also for everything on the computer nowadays, utilizing voice to text, game changer. So link to Whisper down below. It is an affiliate link, so if you do get a subscription, it will give me some sort of monetary income. So I will get a kickback. If you do go with it, but it's worth it. So like I said, my friend, this is the tip of the iceberg. We have a ton of systems to cover. So without further ado, let's move on. Till next time, peace.
Listen, it's on. You let me play.